Hi everybody, Judy Tuttle from Tuttle Up Stamping here in Midland, Texas. I'm independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I'm excited for day 3, which is always 3D day in the Tuttle Up world. I have a really cute little box to show you that I designed for our storybook garden patch online class to go this week, and I think you're going to really enjoy it. When you come on, would you let me know you're here with a hi, maybe where you're from? It's so fun to see where people are coming from. Hi, Christina. Thanks for joining me. I love that you're here. You have been very loyal the last couple of weeks, and I love that. Thank you so much. Hi, Lori Kemp. Thanks for coming. Okay, so again, I have an online class to go this week. All week long, I've been using the Storybook Garden Patch bundle, as well as Storybook Friends and the Storybook Paper. And some other dies. Hi Linda. I've just been creating with all kinds of fun things, and I think you're going to love my project today. So before we move on, right here, TuttleUpShop.com is where you can place your orders this week. Any order of $45 or more will get you this week's projects in a kit for you to make at home, as well as a recipe card that includes everything I've used, plus measurements. Okay, all the written instructions you don't need because you will be following my video with that. So if you place an order of more than 60, then I throw in the embellishments, which this week we are using the earth tone gems. They're very shimmery and shiny. Look at how those shimmer and shine. So pretty. Okay, so that's the big news. If you would like this online class to go, it's mostly cards, but I also have a 3D project. Then you need to place an order and I will send you the kit in the mail. That's what I'm trying to say. Use this host code. This host code is ending on Sunday, and then there will never be host codes ever again. How sad is that? But the good news is that means that all of you, for any orders of $20 or more, will earn your own rewards. And so I'm excited about that for all of you out there. Okay, so let me take those off for a moment. I want to talk to you about upcoming events. And first of all, that they refreshed the clearance rack, which now they're calling the last chance part of the store. And just yesterday, sweets, bundles, stamp sets, ribbon, embellishments, everything is in there that is going away with the annual catalog or the mini catalog. Okay, so if you would like to get your hands on some deals, or maybe just grab some things while they're on the last chance list, now's your time to do it. I do know that this Storybook Friends DSP is on low inventory and in the last chance list, so that means when it's gone, it's gone. Okay, all right, so next, my next class on the docket is the Faith Collection and Storybook Easter class. We're going to do 4 cards, very simple. Only $20 for this class, and you can get it to go with the extra shipping. I think it's $7 shipping. And I cut and prep everything. You're going to need that Faith Collection bundle and the Storybook Friends dies, okay, in order to complete the projects as I have designed them. You can always use your own stuff as well. So that's coming up. That will close this Sunday. This class, Storybook Easter Faith Collection class, will close on Sunday. Okay, next, Cookie Encounter and myself are collaborating for a cookies and cards night on April 14th. I haven't had very many people sign up for this. You guys are making me a little nervous. So if you're in the Midland area, I would love for you to join us. For cookies and cards, you'll design those 3 cookies that are shown there. My friend Heather, too, is an amazing cookie designer, and she's going to teach you how she does her things. So, and then everyone will get a paper pumpkin kit, that daisy kit, and we'll create some cards together as well. All right, so let's let that go. Last but not least, Super Trio, Made Craft Trio classes. 3 classes. You can choose 1 or 2 or 3. We are making a really cute memory book using the Wildflower Birthday. We're making a memory keeper. Aw, thanks, Brenda. You're the best. Arched Wishes is another stamp set that goes with the arched dies. So that'll be a fun class all birthday for that. And then the classic wedding card class is also using those arched dies and that Serene Love paper. So each class contains a half a pack of DSP, a full roll of ribbon, and a full package of embellishments. So again, that link will be in the description after this video is over. All right, so I'm excited to show you our project for today. First of all, I'm going to review with you a little bit. Do you guys say I still don't have my wedding ring back? Don't get me started on that. So this guy came highly recommended to me, and I just feel like he just keeps delaying it, and it's frustrating. But I just called him, and he's thinking it's going to be done today. So let's hope so. So anyway, thank you very much. This card was made with the Storybook Garden, the Timeless Plaid. Very cute, right? This one was super simple. I loved the thank you in it. This was our second card on Monday using all those vegetables, that watering can, the pot, the postage stamp dies, that basic beige ribbon. This is the new ribbon coming out here really soon. And then this was the inside, and we learned that this is a pitchfork. So see, learn something every day. Next, we had a couple of fun folds yesterday. This was a fun one. Somebody Loves You, Easter Greetings, and on the back side there's a place to write a note and say Happy Easter, all of that. And then this was another fun fold we created yesterday. It opens and it opens. It's a trifold card. That's super fun, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed those projects from the past 2 days, but this is what we're making today. How cute is this box? Oh my goodness, I'm in love with it. I love that the paper has the vegetables on it. And look, we're creating little scalloped edges on all the sides of this box. How cute. And there's something inside, and it's super fun. You're going to love it. So let's get started. Not a lot of stamping on this. It is mostly putting togethering. Okay, so these are the dies I use. I'm using that Garden Patch die set. I'm using some of those arches, and I'm using this piece from the, oh my goodness, it just give it a whirl, I think is what it's called. I might be wrong, but do you see the scalloped edge right here? That is what we used for the scallops on the side of the box. So those are all the die sets that we're using for this class today. I showed you the gems already. We're also using the Storybook Garden Patch for, you know what? We're not even using that stamp set. I just used the dies. But I did use the Storybook Fringe just for that happy spring right there. It is so cute. It is so easy. Christina, you're not even gonna believe it. All right, so I'm gonna get all my tidbits off to the side right here. Okay, right over there. We need 2 pieces here. You need a piece of cardstock cut 7 1/4 by 9, and then all 4 sides are scored all the way around at 1 1/2 inches. Okay. So let's pull this sticky off. Super easy to put this box bottom together. I'm just going to cut up these squares right here. Just to the score line to score line right here. I'm going to shave a little bit off each edge so it all goes together better. I love making boxes. That's why I do some kind of 3D project every Wednesday. And this one I really like because it's really not hard to put together. Super easy. So, you wait till you see what I found to put inside. It's so cute. Oh my goodness. All right. So here we go. I've got my 4 corners right here. I'm going to take my bone folder, right? Burnish everything to the inside. I've already done that, but I'm going to do it again just to show you my example here. Burnish everything to the inside. There we go. Okay, on these 4 tabs right here, I'm going to add some liquid glue. Okay, I'm still here. I don't know how this liquid glue nozzle gets. I love it because it's such a fine tip, but it's frustrating because it really does get clogged pretty quickly. Quicker than I would like. Okay, so liquid glue on all these tabs here. Put some over here. And some right here. Okay, so all 4 of those tabs is going to have liquid glue. Then I'm just going to fold this edge up and press those tabs into the side. Okay. There we go. 7 1/4 by 9, scored on all 4 sides at 1 1/2. Okay, so there's my box bottom. All right, I'm going to put that aside. The real fun is the box top. So I have this DSP. I chose the one with all the gardening stuff on it. It is cut 6 by 6 by 7, 6 inches by 7.5 inches and scored on all 4 sides at 3/4 of an inch on all 4 sides. Okay, so again, I want my vegetables to be on top, so I'm scoring everything to the inside. There we go. There we go. All right. I'll do it one more time. All right. And I'm going to do the exact same thing that I did on my box bottom. I'm just going to cut up these little side squares. And I'm going to cut it pretty straight this time, and you'll find out why in just a second. So just to that first score line, 3/4 of an inch up. There we go. Okay, so we still have our 4 tabs here, right? But before we glue this all together, we need to grab these scallops that I cut, and I cut a whole bunch of them. So what I did is I took a 1-inch piece, 1-inch wide piece of Calypso coral, and I cut them with that Around We Go dies. Now 2 of these are gonna fit right here on this edge, okay? And I actually, here, hold on. So these, let's do the smaller tabs first because we're going to have to cut a little bit for them, okay? So here's my small tab. This side of the box is 4.5 inches. So I'm going to grab my little scallop edge right here. I'm going to go to 4.5 inches. I'm going to cut the excess off. There we go. Do that one more time. 4.5 inches, cut the excess off. Okay, there we go. So these 2 pieces are going to go on these smaller sides. Now, since this was 1 inch and I just put it right to the edge to cut those scallops, this is 3/4 of an inch. That is going to give us a nice little scallop edge on the other side of our box. So I'm going to grab my liquid glue here. I'm going to add some liquid glue to this little tab right here, kind of avoiding those corner tabs for just a second. I'm going to lay this on, and shore it up right to that score line, but not past it. Okay, press it down, and that's what gives us that nice little cute scallop edge. Isn't that cute? Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on this other side. Around we go, give it a whirl. Someone can remind me the name of these dies. I can't remember. Sue, maybe you can help me with that. I feel like it's give it a whirl, but it's the one that makes the pinwheels. And it has escaped me. I looked it up right before I came on, but I can't remember. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Add that scallop right to the edge right there. Okay, now for this other side, oh no, Debbie, thanks. I hope I inspire you. Okay, so you see these little tabs right here. When you cut these scallops, you get a little tab right here that is meant to help you glue things together. Now these sides, that piece was too long. These sides, it's a little too short. So what we're going to do is we're going to take two of these and we're going to actually glue them together right here. Okay, so let me find that liquid glue. I'm going to add just a little glue to that tab. I'm just going to press this piece right on it so those scallops do not miss a beat right there. Like once it's glued together, you can't hardly even tell where it's glued together. Okay, we're going to do that one more time with two more pieces here. So on this little tab right here, I'm going to add a little bit of liquid glue. And we're going to glue that together right like that. Okay, so now the inside of this box measures exactly 6 inches. Okay, so I am going to, hi Jackie, hi Sherry, thanks for joining me. I'm going to put this piece on this edge right here, and I'm going to cut it off at 6 inches. There we go. I'm going to do the same thing with this other piece. Cut it off at 6 inches. Then I'm going to glue them onto these inside sides. Okay. There we go. And then same thing over here on this other side. And then we are almost done with our box. All we have left is the decorating. Oh, and putting the goodies inside. Okay. So here we go. Sometimes I like really, fancy pants 3D items. And sometimes I just like a basic box, right? So fun. Okay, so now that I have all my scallops on, I'm going to fold those tabs in and create my box top. Okay, so there we go. Press it in, hold it with your finger for just a moment. Hi Roz, thanks for joining me. We are making a really cute little scalloped edged box here with our Storybook Garden patch paper and DSP, all the stuff. Okay, tab number 3, and then our last tab over here, tab number 4. Okay, cute. Okay. There we go. There's our cute little scalloped edge box. Isn't that fun? All right, so I'm going to set this aside for just a second. I'm going to get started on my decoration for the top of my box. So I have one of these arched dies. This one is about 2.5 inches wide at the bottom right here. Thanks. Around we go. Thank you so much, Sue. And it's going to go this way on our box. It's going to go sideways with the straight edge to the left. So what I did first is I just blended a little sky onto my scallop here. So I'm taking my Pool Party ink and a blending brush, and I'm going to just blend some ink across the top here. Just to give it a little sky going on there. Okay, and then I've already die cut some pieces for us. So I die cut our dirt edge. I showed you how to do that the last couple of days. So that is going to go right here on the bottom of our box. But before we put that on, we're going to use those carrot top dies again. And I've cut 2 carrot tops out of old olive. And the dirt is pecan pie. Okay. But don't eat the dirt just because it's called pecan pie. That would be gross. Okay, so I'm sticking my little carrot tops, popping up from the soil. Okay, right like that. And then I'm going to add some liquid glue to the bottom. You know what, Brenda? Isn't it fun when your friends meet your friends? That's how I feel about you and Diane meeting each other at On Stage. It just warms my heart. 2 of my favorite people. Okay, so there we go. There is my carrots coming up from the dirt. Okay, I'm going to take my scissors and just trim the edge along that arch there. Okay, now I have my watering can pieces here. So I cut the bottom of the watering can out of Cajun Craze and the top out of Calypso Coral. Okay, so I was smart this time. Look, you guys, I'm learning. I added an adhesive sheet to the back side of my watering can, so I can just place it right on top of my Cajun Craze. Of course, you don't get the wiggle room, so you got to be a little more careful. Voila, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so now this I'm going to pop up right here next to my little carrot patch. Okay, so I get these daily mantras that pop up on my phone. And today's mantra was, I attract positive people in my life. And I do. I attract positive people in my life. So many beautiful people come into my life because of this Stampin' Up! Business. And I love that. Sue Thomas is going to come visit me all the way from Ohio in the fall. And I'm so excited about that. Sue and I have been Facebook friends, and she's come to my bingo nights, and we've never met in person. So how exciting is that? How many people can say that, right? Okay, so this is going to pop up right here. In fact, I want that little carrot bunch to, kind of go over the side of my watering can right there. How cute is that, right? Gives it a little dimension. I know, right? Roz, how many times have I said I should have used an adhesive sheet, right? And then I forget to do it. Okay, so I've got the sentiment that says Happy Spring, and I'm going to stamp it inside. This is that skinny, long label die from the Stylish Shapes. Oops, knocking things over here. So I'm going to move this way a little closer to me. I'm going to stamp Happy Spring inside this die, a little more to the right. Cute, right? Okay. Don't you guys love when I compliment myself on what a good job I did? Good job, Judy. Okay. Okay, there we go. Use 3 dimensionals right there. And then I'm going to apply this to the top left corner of my arch right here. It's going to kind of go off the edge, but I'm going to shore that up with my scissors. Happy spring. It's very cute. I'm going to add some gems, and we can add whatever colored gems we want. It's our project, right? So on my first one, I added those basic beige ones, but I think this time I want to add these copper clay ones. So I'm going to go right here, or maybe they're pecan pie. Little dirt flying in the air. All right, never hurt anybody unless you live in Midland and it makes you sneeze like it does me. We've had a couple of days of windy weather, and when you live in the desert, that means a lot of things are getting ruffled up in the ground and sit everywhere. Okay, so this is basically my label. So this is what I'm gonna do. You guys, you ready for this? I hope you think this is as cute as I think. I've got some of this crumb cake colored fluff stuff, right? Just pull it off. I'm going to stick it right inside my box here. The hardest part about this is just getting it all to stay in the box, right? So there's my little dirt, ground, soil colored fluff inside my box. And look what I found on Amazon. What a lucky day this was for me. Last week when I saw these, I found... Dun, 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 dun. You ready? Here we go. Chocolate covered carrots. Look at those. Oh my goodness. How cute are these? So I'm just going to line these up in my box. You know, by the time I give it to the person, they'll probably be all over the place, but that's okay. That happens in the garden too, right? So I'm just laying my carrots on the ground right here in the dirt. So cute. Come on now, guys. You got to admit, pretty cute here. I'm going to put 9 in here. I've tasted these chocolates too. They're pretty good. I think they're tasty enough to be a nice gift. Okay, there we go. Got some carrots in the dirt, right? I'm glitching a little bit again. How cute is that? Okay, so I'm going to put my box top on my box. Fits perfectly, right? I'm going to grab my basic beige ribbon. It's going to get wrapped around my box to hold it all together. So I'm wrapping this around. Going to tie it over here on the left. Here we go. And then this is going to get popped up right there on the top. Put one in each corner. And then a couple on the inside. Aw, thanks, Brenda. Perfect, right? Like, who would have thought they had carrot-shaped chocolates? I think I just typed in carrot candy. They had gummies too that were shaped like carrots, but I kind of liked the individually wrapped aspect of the chocolate. So there we go, you guys. How fun is that? Took me less than a half an hour today to do our little 3D project. So cute, right? And how excited are people going to be when they open it up and see those little chocolate treats inside? Isn't that fun? So here's a review of the week. And remember, you can get these as card kit in the mail with any order of 45 or more in my online store. Use that host code. I'll bring all that back up here in a second. So these are all, how fun is that? These are all the projects. I want to, kind of arrange them here so you can see them all. From this week's online card class to go. And I hope you guys love them. Here, let me pull that down so you can see them all. And this is it for this week. Oh, thanks, Sharon. I appreciate it. I think it's pretty darn cute too. And I really love the scallop edge around this, don't you? Isn't that a really nice finishing touch? My friend here, it's because I need to go this way. My friend Rhonda Wade gave me the dimensions of my box, but then I decided to add the scallop and use the little gardening theme with it and those cute little carrots, right? Would the cards fit in? Look. The cards would fit in. You could give them the candy and some cards. How about that? How cute is that? Great idea, Roz. Great idea. So, cards do fit inside the box. Oh, I guess that's Sharon. Sharon and Roz. Roz always has great ideas too, so it's okay if I complimented her for your idea. So, hey, guys, thank you so much. This host code will end this upcoming weekend. You need to go right here to my TuddleUpShop.com. Use that host code, place an order of $45 or more, and you can get this kit in the mail this next week. So, God bless. Give me some hearts and some thumbs up and some love. Share me out to your friends. Let your friends know about me. I would love it if you would follow my page so you get notifications when I go live. And also head over to YouTube and subscribe to my Tuddle Up Stamping YouTube page because Facebook is changing. They used to keep videos forever, but now they're only going to keep them for 30 days. So if you want to see a video past 30 days, you're going to have to be in my YouTube channel. Okay. So you guys are so, so sweet. Thank you all so much. I will be back on Monday with another online class to go, and we're going to use that cute little camper that is in the online exclusive. Adventure Awaits, I think is what it's called. And me and Monica, this week's projects were all designed by me because Monica's in Italy visiting family, but she'll be back this weekend, and we've got some terrific projects coming up for you. So God bless everybody, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.